When Elias Brotberger goes to work, he doesn't need ID. And he doesn't need money. In fact, much of what he needs to get through the day is hidden right there, just below the surface, in his hand.
You like to touch it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, weird. Yeah, it's like a grain of rice.
Yeah, a grain of rice.
Embedded in his hand is a microchip that serves as his keys, his ID, and his wallet.
Yeah, it's all in the chip, so I use it like to get around the building.
Buy snacks.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's buy some snacks.
Exactly.
So I can't open it.
No.
Okay.
So what I need to do is I need to first blip my chip, and it will log me in, and from there I get access to the fridge.
Popular TV shows like Black Mirror have imagined chips as part of a dystopian future.
Install ingrain procedure with local anesthetic and you're good to go.
In Sweden, the microchips are already here.
The microchip implants use the same technology that's in contactless credit cards.
Which have made cash pretty much obsolete in Sweden.
No cash.
At this tech fair, a chipping event for those on the cutting edge, merging their hands with this new technology.
I thought it would be fun, right?
The process is simple and swift. A pinch of the skin, and in a matter of seconds, the chip is inserted. The transformation is complete. As for the pain,
I barely felt it.
but even in this nation of early adopters, not everyone is racing to get chipped.
Feel less human. I will feel like a robot.
I think, it's so much more data can go into this, when it's in your body.
There's no central registry tracking how many people are chipped, but biohacker Hannes Wellblood estimates between 5 and 10,000.
In the future, do you think everyone is going to be chipped?
I think it'll be voluntary, but I am certainly convinced that millions of people will find it very, very valuable to have a smart device under their skin.
Human microchipping may be our future, but in Sweden, it's already reality. Sarah Harmon, NBC News, Stockholm.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here.
All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, because that's where I learned this truth from, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Yahweh is the true name of the God of Israel. Yahweh Shai is who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, but his one and only true name is Yahweh Shai. And pretty much, you've been seeing a lot of videos and a lot of different articles and hearing about a lot of information on the news dealing with Sweden pretty much being the blueprint for the rest of the world, how they want the rest of the world to be ran. And in Sweden, they have a cashless society, all right? They have, with thousands of their citizens, they have the NFC chip implant, also known as the RFID chip implant, which goes hand in hand. They're using that and storing all their information on these cards. They're storing all their information, their debit cards, your credit cards, their direct deposit, everything that you would use to buy and sell, information that you use in your everyday life, your medical records, everything. Even your keys. Everything that you would travel with on a daily basis is stored on this chip. So Sweden is the blueprint for how they want the rest of the world to be. And the rest of the world is slowly but surely following after Sweden. Now, the perfect chip is not done yet, or it could possibly be done, but they want it to be compatible with the 5G towers that they're creating all around the world. So the goal of the New World Order is to have a global economic collapse, followed by a stock market crash, the end of the US dollar, and all paper currency being obsolete and worthless. And that's what they plan on doing. And they know that's going to cause civil unrest. And they're going to implement martial law. They're going to have FEMA camps. See, what's going to happen is it's not a conspiracy no more. All you people that don't care about Bible prophecy, a lot of you is proud atheists. You have your own opinion of what you think faith is according to Christianity, which Christianity has nothing to do with the Bible at all. The Bible is actually against Christianity. All right. because the Christianity is the spirit of Antichrist. All right. So all you people that don't care about prophecy, and you only care about prophecy when you're actually in that situation being judged, a lot of you going to be caught off guard, but a lot of you been warned. A lot of us been know what the mark of the beast was, even as teenagers, as little kids, just stumbling across conspiracy theories like myself. I always knew what the mark of the beast was ever since I was like 11 or 12 years old, because I was always into conspiracy theories. But when I found out that a lot of the conspiracy theories is in the Bible, and I found out that I'm a Hebrew Israelite, which the true biblical Israelites, not the people in the land of Israel. When I say the people in the land of Israel, I'm talking about the people that, they wear the hats, they twist their sideburns, the so-called white people in the land of Israel. All right, the Edomites. I'm not talking about them. The true Israelites is the seed line of the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. And you need to repent in the name of the God of Israel through his only begotten son, Yahweh, through Yahweh Shai, and have faith on Yahweh Shai. And you men of the nation of Israel, it's time for you to do the works and glorify the Lord and spread the gospel. So here I am to spread the gospel and tell you what the mark of the beast is, and how the RFID chip implant, as well as the NFC chip implant, how it links up perfectly with Bible prophecy. But before I do that, I got an article here. Now, I came across 4 articles last week, but, I already did enough videos, to meet the standard. So I figure, this week I'll do them right now. It was 4 articles I found through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. 4 articles talking about the mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip implant. So this is the article. It says, what can we learn from Sweden? The ultimate cashless society. And that's the key thing. They call them the ultimate cashless society. Why? Because they want the rest of the world to follow after them. This is the goal of the New World Order. The so-called white race, the biblical Edomites, the central bankers, the true people that run the world, that the Heavenly Father sanctioned them to run the world, Job 9:24. The earth is given unto the hand of the wicked. The Edomites, the Zionist regime, whatever you want to call them, these people have a goal, and their goal is to what? Microchip you. All right? To give you the microchip implant. Now, don't get this confused with the chips that's in your phone and stuff like that. That's not in your skin. All right? That's not in your skin yet. So that's completely different. So, if you want to read this article, you can check this article out. It's pretty much reiterating what you saw in a video from NBC News. So this is the name of the article if you want to search it up. But I'm just going to get straight to the point before I start my day. You don't work, you don't eat. Anyways, this is on Revelation 13-16. And he calls of all that he is talking about the central bankers. There's a reason why every country has a central bank in it. When the elites of all these countries and societies is ready to collapse all economies, they can do it easily. Why? Because they own the central banks. They own the money systems. They dictate, what's going to happen in your society and when it's going to crash. They're the ones that really, elect your prime ministers and, your presidents, your king, queen, whatever. That has to be sanctioned through them. So that he's talking about the Zionist regime, the central bankers, the Edomites. That's what they are, according to the Bible. They're the biblical Edomites. Because the scriptures tell you that Esau will be ruling in these last days, according to 2 Ezra 6-9. The Edomites will be the last nation to rule before the kingdom of heaven is established on earth. So it says, and he calls of all, meaning that the day is going to come where there's going to be a mandatory event that's going to take place, where it's going to require all citizens in all countries to take this mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip implant. But we know, according to Revelation 20:4, you're going to have the elect of the nation of Israel, meaning the chosen within the chosen, the ones that's been predestinated since the world began. Going back to Ephesians, the 1st chapter, going back to John chapter 10, verses 27 through 29, we know that we're not going to take the chip. Lord willing, I'm a part of that. Because we're going to have the testimony of Yahushua, which is what? According to Revelation 19:10, the spirit of prophecy. So we're going to know, okay, this is the mark of the beast. They're trying to tempt me into taking the mark of the beast, but I'm not doing that because I have faith in Yahushua. Both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. So society, your status in this world is not going to matter. Dudes like Floyd Mayweather, Jay-Z, all these women, Kylie Jenner and Beyonce, Rihanna, whoever the hell they got out that they pushing, Carly B on the media. The elite of the society is going to require, even if you a bum in the street, all the way up to people that's in prison, federal prison, jail, all the way up to a millionaire, billionaire, you're going to be required to take this chip. It says rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark. You go into the word mark, Strong's G5480, which is charagma, that's the Greek word, and what does it say? In the printed mark. And that's literally how the RFID chip implant procedure, that's how it's done. It's a subdermal implant, meaning it's an principal mark. It goes in your skin. It goes underneath your skin. That's what makes something imprintable, when it goes underneath something. Then you go into the root word of charagma, is karak, Strong G5482, which it says what? Pale stick or palisade, referring to the needle that's used to inject the RFID chip implant inside of you. It's that simple. This is what John the Revelator seen. See, you people, you don't believe, because John the Revelator, he didn't know he was looking at a RFID chip implant. All right, they didn't have that type of terminology and wording back then. That type of vocabulary. He had to describe things the best way he could with the vocabulary that he had at his time. It's very simple. Once you have a stronger understanding of the milk, because a lot of people, you focus on, you want to be super duper deep with the scriptures. A lot of you want to just be equal with the apostles. Look, man, the milk is deep and it's heavy as well. You can make some heavy ass points, knowing the basics of the scriptures. And me, myself, I'm content with that. Of course, you want to grow in the spirit, but I'm content with that. Scriptures tell you the race is not to the swift. Then the root word of Strong G5482 is Strong G1125, which is grapha, which the definition of this is pretty much telling you what? To store information on a specific type of material, which is referring to what? The RFID chip implant. So John the Revelator, he understood, what he saw, but he didn't know the name of it. So he just put mark. All right? And that's up to us to understand. Matthew chapter 13, verses 9 through 11. All right? It's given unto us to know the mysteries. And Amos 3:7. So it says mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And the guy, Carl Sanders, when he created the RFID chip implant, he literally said that biologically there was only two places they could store the chip. On the forehead, which is underneath the hairline, and then on your right hand in between your index finger and your thumb. But if you get this chip implanted in your left hand or anywhere in your body, you're still receiving it. Therefore, you're going to be judged. So any guy that's saying that the RFID chip implant is not the mark of the beast, you shouldn't be listening to that guy, and we shouldn't be bigging these dudes up. If they teaching false doctrine, it don't matter how long they've been in the truth, they're going off. They're not teaching according to how Yahweh through Yahushua wants it done. Verse 17, because if you a dude, you've been in the truth for 20 plus years, but you know the mark. You used to teach that the mark of the beast is the RFID chip implant, and now you don't teach it mysteriously. Come on, that's in vain. What you doing is in vain. Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell. So we know that the U.S. dollar as well as all paper currency is going to be worthless, because you're going to need this RFID chip implant, which is going to have a form of currency on it, digital currency, whatever it is at that time, is going to be stored on the chip. So all these celebrities that sell out for the love of money, they sacrificing their loved ones, sacrificing their friends, and they pretend that, oh man, I'm so sad, when they go on stupid ass shows like Wendy Williams and all these different talk shows. All you that did that's going to be in vain. Then it's going to hit you. Damn, I sold out for nothing. Even you fake Hebrew Israelite camps that's under the 501c3 charter. It says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is a number of a man, and his number is 603, which translate to what? Chi size stigma, which is 666. Now let me show you the judgment. Because it doesn't matter, according to Romans 3:3, it doesn't matter whether you believe in the scriptures or not. When I say scriptures, I'm talking about the Bible as well as the Apocrypha, which used to be a part of the Bible. That was taken out by the Bible Destruction Group, which is a list of Edomites. I did a video on it like a while back. If Esau didn't delete it. This is Revelation chapter 14, verse 9, that I learned from Apostle Ramla, by the way, because he goes into that a lot. All apostles go into that. Revelation 14:9, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast, which the beast is NATO in the EU in this lifetime, which goes back to the ancient Roman Empire. But we know, according to Revelation 13:3, the ancient Roman Empire, it was revived, but it wouldn't be called Rome anymore. All right, now you do got a physical place on the planet Earth, Rome, but it's talking about that Rome will be revived, and it was revived through something called the Treaty of Rome. So the modern day Roman Empire technically is the structure of the Edomite Empire on the planet Earth worldwide, but let's talk about America and the EU. So that's what it's talking about. And the Roman Empire was ruled by you Edomites, the so-called white race. Just look at them. Look at the statues. Why y'all play stupid? A lot of them Roman Caesars that you see, they look just like Edomites. That was y'all kingdom, just like the Greek Empire. That was y'all kingdom. You can't, the information is out there. So the beast is NATO and the EU, which NATO has like 29 countries in it. So anyways, so it says, if any man worship the beast in his image, the image of the beast goes back to the ancient Roman Empire. All right, that's why the European Union and America, their judicial system is based off of draconian laws, ancient Roman law. And that's why there's a lot of similarities, such as the money system, the different stadiums, Latin, and plenty of other things, the judicial system. That's why you could compare Rome with America. You could compare Rome with the European Union. Why? Because it was the same people that was ruling in Rome. They ruling today, the same nation. So his image ultimately in his lifetime is about his new world order. And what's the ultimate way you're going to show allegiance? By worshiping the beast and his image, by taking his mark. It says, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand. This scripture don't even mention right hand. Why? Because if you get it in any hand, you're going to be destroyed. It's not no difference if you get it in your left hand or your right hand. It's not a difference. You could get the shit in the cartilage in your ear. You're still receiving it. Here's the judgment. Verse 10, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. Meaning you're going to get the full extent of the Lord's wrath. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So that's what's going to happen. You're going to end up being destroyed by thermonuclear missiles. Because thermonuclear missiles are in the Bible. And you will have to be a fool not to believe that. Revelation 16:2. And the first went out and poured out his veil upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sword, which is talking about what? The thermonuclear missiles. And this is what John the Revelator seen. He couldn't put on thermonuclear missiles. He had to describe things the best way he could describe it, with the vocabulary that he had at that point in time. So it says, there fell a noisome and grievous sword upon the men which had the mark, right? That's Strong's G5480, proving that it's physical too, by the way. It's not just spiritual. This is a physical mark of the beast, and upon them which worship his image. All right. So I just wanted to bring that out. Hopefully this was edifying. you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American Indians in the seed line worldwide that believes, that might even look like a heathen, repent in the name of the God of Israel, Yahweh, through his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai, and have faith on Yahweh Shai. The Lord willing, you'll have mercy in these times that we come to, and be protected. Shalom.